Hey everybody, Greg Ray here with Outdoor Solutions Long Range Shooting Schools, and we're bringing you another long range shooting tip. This week we're going to cover one of the things that we actually cover during our classes, and it's one of the very first things that we do. I always tell everybody, do these two things before you ever start shooting. And it has to do with your optic. Optics have come such a long ways in the last 5 years. A lot of them still at very reasonable prices have a ton of bells and whistles. So the two things that we're going to go over today is, one is with your ocular focus. And basically what that is if you've ever been to the eye doctor and he's got those funny looking glasses that he puts up in front of you and he starts running all these different lenses through and he says, better or worse, better or worse. It's really a very simplified version of that. And it is to set specifically for your vision. Now here's what I'm talking about. Whenever you get down on the optic and you're looking through and you can see your reticle system, the best thing to do is point up to a bright sky. You can use a bright colored target, but all you're looking for is just the actual reticle, not the target itself. We don't care if it's fuzzy or not, but what I want you to do is look at the reticle. This is called your diopter. This is what changes to work towards your vision. So what you're going to do is just start turning that, and you'll see it, like you'll see here, it's getting worse. But as I turn more, it's becoming much more clear and actually looks like it's just a little thicker. And I'm talking about the reticle. And so now it's really crisp and clear. You'll never have to touch that again, but what will happen, your buddy wants to shoot your rifle or you hand it to him, first thing he's gonna do is start twisting this and he's gonna mess it all up and you have to reset it. So a little secret that we have everybody do is take a paint pen or a Sharpie, and you can see that there's a separation here. So you can actually put a mark here and a mark here for them to line up. So now anytime that somebody has messed with your ocular focus, all you have to do is just turn and line up the two lines that you put on there. Very, very simple trick. So that is really one of the very first things that we have our students do whenever they come in and start setting up their optic. Now, the second one that we're going to talk about is called Parallax. We're not going to go down the rabbit hole of what Parallax is. We'll actually do a whole different video on that. For lack of a better term, just think of it as side focus. Now, this is when we're actually looking at the target itself. So we want that target to be nice and crisp. We're using the Zeiss Conquest V4. They have excellent glass in them. So at some of our targets, especially at the 100 and 200, you can actually adjust it where you can read the little bitty fine print on the target of whoever manufactures it, and you can read the numbers on there as well. So with it, this is adjustable. So right now I'm at 100 yards. And again, I'm looking at the target, so I want it to be clear. And as you can see, I'm making my adjustments. It's really fuzzy right now, but as I start to adjust that, look how crisp and clear that's starting to be. So now my target is really clear. Now here's where Parallax comes into play. As I go further and further out, you're gonna notice that your target is becoming fuzzy again. So that's when you make the adjustment. And I'll back up for a second. Not every optic has Parallax on it, because this particular one does. So as I get out further, like if I was to go to, let's just say 500 yards right now, it's not clear until I start making my adjustments. Now we can see that that target that I'm on is 600 yards and it is nice and crisp. So each time as you start to go out to further distances, you are going to have to adjust this. So anyway, these are just two things I wanted you guys to keep in mind. It's a very simple tool or trick to use whenever you're on the range. It will actually make you quite a bit more accurate and make your shooting more comfortable. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that tip, and we will see you guys next week on the next Outdoor Solutions Long Range Shooting Tips.